Okay, I am back. So the Osage orange trees are what we now call spider balls to keep away spiders. That's interesting. Oh, and they do look like brains. And they do keep away spiders. I am back. I haven't really shown the field of corn yet. We're reading all the historical things right now because that's what I do. I read everything. You're welcome, Crazy. There's one more to read before I show you the weird corn. I still don't get why they're called orange trees if the fruit, quote unquote, are green and look like brains, but okay. So there's this book called Weird Ohio, and on the cover of this book is this cornfield that I'm about to show you because it's weird. Like, who would make a field of concrete corn as an art installation? I believe there's 300 individual corn here, and they're all unique. Like, not one of them is the same. They're 6 foot tall. The first time I saw it, I rode by, I was like, what the heck? This is like creepy. So, are you ready for it? Because here it comes. There's somebody here taking pictures, so I can't show you all of it. Well, I can show you more of it than what. They're all very unique and weird, but it's a thing here. I know, right? Crazy? It's a little crazy. I mean, I guess it could be a different kind of corn maze or cornfield. I'm just sitting by the side of the road. It's in honor of one of the farmers that used to be here. Because this was all farm field until about 1970. It's a fun place to take people because, you know, it's not a common thing to say, hey, let's go to a cornfield. And then it end up like this. I drive by this all the time though. If you would head north, that's north up there, eventually you would run into Muirfield. The Memorial Championship is held. Because right now I'm in Dublin, Ohio. So I'm just a little bit north of where I was on my walk. Exactly, Honkus. How to destroy a John Deere corn picker. And create giant ears of corn. It's a different meaning to a field of corn. Family reunion size corn. Except I really wouldn't want to eat it or find a grill that big. But right now I'm on the corner of Rings Road and Franz Road. It's very interesting when you Google the history of it and why it's here, and it makes sense, but it's just a weird art installation in the middle of nowhere. Like there's a cornfield over there. And then businesses all around. No, they don't light them up at Christmas. That would be interesting though. This company over there has like signs up like no stopping, and it's like, why would you have that up for an art installation? I mean, there's not a lot of people that stop, but enough. There's benches under the trees over there, and you go back and watch the beginning, I went to each of the little history things about corn in Ohio and this installation. It's a pretty picture. Hey, Kirsty. We're just looking at a field of corn. It's an art installation for like the history of corn in Dublin, Ohio, and to honor a family who used to live here, which is who the street is named after. I'll go back to that history thing. I think it's the first one. Also, I learned something today because these giant green balls, they're like from a Osage orange tree, I believe that's what it's called. I don't know. Alright. So here's the history of it. The family moved to the site in 1935 and lived here until 1963. They farmed the land. They were from a long line of farmers. The farm was sold in 1968. And 3 major projects 3 years later marked a turning point in the history of land use in Dublin. The completion of the Northwest Link in the I-270 outer belt and the development of Muirfield Village and the Ashland Chemical Research Center set the stage for Dublin's metamorphosis from a farm village to a suburban residential community and corporate office center. So that's kind of what these weird concrete corn represent, and it's to honor the Franz family. Yeah, it is kind of interesting, and I mean, weird in a weird sort of way, but it's definitely a thing here in Ohio, and people know about it. Or if you want to read about the hybridization of corn and how it changed. But you said earlier there's a book called Weird Ohio, and this one takes the cake, or corn maybe, and is on the front cover. Can you buy sweet corn there, like in the store? It's not too much. I don't really know. It depends on whether you go to the grocery store or a food, like a farm market. But it's not very much. Maybe I want to say less than $5 for 12 years. I'm not sure. Here's my car. I'm gonna get in the car. I'm going to try to go to the waterfall, but I'll stay live with you guys. But you're not gonna be able to see anything. So I hope you guys can still hear me. And I'll talk a little bit about my absence, I guess, from streaming, as I was streaming a lot on vacation. And then I suddenly stopped. I'm sure you guys know. Well, maybe some of you know, some of you don't. 3 days after I got back from vacation, my uncle was in a work truck, and he was hit by a semi that went left of center, and he did not survive. So it was extremely traumatic for the family and me, of course. And just dealing with how the hospital treated us, and just the trauma of losing him so suddenly in the way that he did, like really kind of messed me up. And then his funeral was 2 weeks later, and on the way up to his funeral, I got stuck in traffic because of, you guessed it, a semi accident. So, kind of ironic. So I was dealing with a lot of trauma from that. And then 3 days after his funeral, I had surgery on my neck. I had my salivary gland removed on my right side, because your salivary gland is supposed to be the size of an almond. Mine was the size of a walnut inside of a shell. So it's been 3 weeks since then. I'm still not talking quite right, but at least I'm out and about, and I'm back to work, and I'm on the mend. But that's what's been going on with me for like the last 5 weeks. So I took advantage of a very nice day and decided to take you guys on a trip a little bit around Columbus. And I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Sun's getting ready to set here in Ohio, and it's really sad because it's only 6:30. So I hate when winter comes and the sun sets earlier and earlier, and then the time change comes. Not fun. But I do like snow, so I guess that's a trade-off. Snow for sunlight. Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm up light right now. Return until I can hopefully go into the waterfall is. It's really great inside the city limits. Shouldn't be buffering, Christy. It should be because you're on my seat. Okay, let's go, guys. I should be back now. You guys still there? Preserving our watershed. Alright. So there's the river. I'm on the opposite side of the river from where I was earlier on my walk. I believe this is called the Griggs Waterfall. It's definitely the Griggs Reservoir and watershed, so I'm assuming it's the Griggs Reservoir. And if you can see the street lights up there, that's where the road is. There's some houses up on the cliff. Doesn't it, Christy? It smells like fall too. You live in Florida, don't you, Christy? Yeah, I would miss the season too. Well, waterfall's kind of a dud for today, guys. There hasn't been much rain. By kind of a dud, I mean like there's no water running. You'll have to go back to a short of mine when it was really coming down after a rain. But that whole area would be, I've been down and it's just boring. But there's nothing right now. All the best laid plans, right? But it still is very, very pretty with the rock faces and the tree colors. It is still very pretty crazy. A lot of people will carve their names into the fence. And then there's locks. The last time I came down here, there were a whole bunch of kids down here just smoking pot. But it's very still down here, and nobody's down here today. Except for the guy who followed me down and was playing music, but he just left, so. But it's very tranquil down here. There's a overlook up there that instead of walking down the trail, you can walk up. No water today. These are just some places that I take people when they come and visit because they're just very pretty and tranquil and sometimes weird. Very clear water down there. Oh, no problem, crazy. I wanted to get out and enjoy the weather. I just took you guys along with me as a bonus. Because last week it was snowing. And who knows when it will snow again or be as nice as this. And it's like 77 degrees here today, Christy. It's crazy. That's a huge leaf. Hold on. There's my foot in comparison. Ohio can be weird like that, crazy. It's either like can be 90 degrees in October, or it can be snowing. I thought about reading on my back porch, and I'm like, I need exercise. I think I've walked about 10,000 steps today. There's another huge leaf. This is really pretty with the colors, with the green and the orange. I mean, it's not often that you have like a waterfall within city limits, right? There's a squirrel down there. These are better stairs than the ones at the dam. Hi, girl. So it's called Briggs Nature Preserve. I'll show you what the overhead view would look like. It's a pretty busy road. Girl, you missed it. I showed my feet next to a leaf. architecture in Dublin is very interesting because there's a lot of rock walls. And then there's a lot of walls that look like the rocks when I was down by the dam. So where we were was up that road. If you can see the green sign that takes you up to the field of corn. I won second place. That's awesome, girl. Considering I don't watch it. Let's go to the second one. So that sign says Muirfield. And Muirfield is where the Memorial Championship is played in golf. So, if the waterfall was actually running today, you would see it right down there. Because that is, I don't know if you can see the platform. Yeah, there's a platform that I was just standing on. And then I showed you this platform from below. So this is the overhead look. But there's no water running, so. But if you want to go back and see the concrete field of corn, that was fun. And these were the streetlights that you could see from down below. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed your field trip around Columbus and Dublin today. If there's another nice day, like on the weekend, I will take you guys up to Highbanks Metro Park, where there's an overlook and fun things up there like Adena Mounds. So I hope you guys have a great evening, and I will see you guys again soon, hopefully. Have a good night, guys.